sometimes it would be so funny if I could actually say our customers' names, because like we have certain customers with certain characteristics about them. Today we have one of those customers with the yellow poles in the middle of the parking lot. They'll either be yellow poles or they will be large yellow like rectangles or squares, but 3D in the actual parking lot. I mean, you don't even really know why they're there. I don't even know. Light poles, just stuff in the middle of the parking lot, right? All right, first things first, we're going to set up for the spot. You already know what the business is. We're going to get pretty close here to the actual trail. Well, we're going to get closer than we are right now because ain't no need for us to be so far away. I'm driving pretty slow here. Let's pick up the pace. All right. You remember, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look down the spot. We're going to make sure there's no obstructions, anything, grenades, RPGs, cars, campers, whatever the case may be. But as a customer, we're going to make sure everything's clean and clear, no load locks on the ground, okay? Next thing we're going to do, especially because we have so much space on the what I call the top, but on the right side of the vehicle, we have so much space up here. What we're going to do is in our setup, we are going to swing out pretty wide. We want to set up as wide as we possibly can, as tall as we can, with a very slight jackknife. That way, when we're actually coming in for the spot, we don't really have to swing the tractor very, very far in order to hit the spot. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I set up a very slight jackknife again because I don't want to swing out wide. For every action is equal or opposite, what you do to create the jackknife, you got to do to open the jackknife back up. Okay, so I've created a very slight jackknife. Next thing we're going to do is we're just going to back up. The key to this simulator level is the fact that I set up so tall. I will redo it one time or something like that and not set up tall, and I'll show you how that doesn't work out very well at all. All right, but the key to this one is that it's set up so tall, so I don't have to swing very much at all. So now when I back up, I'm going to see how much the trailer is moving by itself. After I see how much it's moving by itself, I will adjust accordingly. Okay, trailer's moving great by itself. Actually, I almost don't need to do anything at all. Wow, I really don't need to do anything at all. That was a great setup. Okay. Actually, it went a little bit too quick, and since we don't have room to pull up, what we are instead going to do is slow it down in the beginning. Right? Very cool setup that went in almost by itself. So this time, what we're going to do is we're going to slow it down in the beginning. See that? Now we slowed it down. Now we can back it back in, and then we can swing it. Didn't do it right again. Here, let's see if we got enough room to. And this is good. So let me explain what I'm doing before I move the truck. This is good. It's good that I messed up. So what I'm doing is, you see the rear of my trailer has gotten close to my neighbor a little quick. If I just continue to back up, it's going to hit my neighbor. Here, I'll even show you. If I continue to back up, it's going to keep going closer and closer to my neighbor, okay? You see that? It's going closer and closer on this side, and this side has now hyper swung the other way. You missed a spot, and now, since it's at this diagonal, indeed, okay, there's no magic in this thing. The trailer is going to back up in the direction it's pointing in. So to fix the direction it's pointing in, all you got to do is drive straight. I'll put a little bit of right on it because I have so little room in front of my tractor. So I'm going to put a little bit of right on it. And now I think I'm going to drive in between the poles. I am. I'm just going to drive in between poles. That's kind of funny. And the reason I'm doing this is because if you couldn't tell, here, I'll back up a little bit where I was. Before I drove into the poles, what I saw was the fact that my trailer is still pointing to the left. So I need to correct that, and it's only going to take a slight correction, but a slight correction over time. So trailer to the right, wheel to the left. Oop, going a little fast, brother. All right, trailer to the right, wheel to the left, and then correct it. Just straighten the vehicle up, is what I mean. Undo the jackknife, open the jackknife. All right, and then from there, just gonna back it on in. You see, it's getting a little bit off course. It wasn't perfect. Turned the wrong way. You saw that? All right, and that's it. And that's it. That's how you deal with the pylon. So I'm gonna show you one time. If you don't swing out tall, all you do is set yourself up for a really difficult back. Number one, you're not using the amount of room that you have, and I think that's just totally silly. But if you just swing out like it's some regular alley dot, and you set up a nice little jackknife there, and then you start backing up, where do you think the pylons are? Where do you think the yellow poles are? See that? Now what do I mean? You see what I'm saying? The key to this level was the fact that all I did was just swing out. All I did was just swing out really far. That's it. Swing out super far, super talls up top, create slight jackknife, and back her on in there. And then you won't have the problems because you're not swinging so far. Well, I done messed it up. But anyways, you won't have the problems because you're not swinging so far. You're straightening the jackknife out. You're opening the jackknife super early so you can avoid the mess. Let's see if I can still make this even though I got out of control for a sec. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, see? You opened your jackknife super early so you didn't have to deal with any of the mess. That's the key to this level. All right. Hey, thank y'all for checking in. Find you somebody to love. I love y'all. Don't forget, it is not about what you believe, it's why you believe it. And live